What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Masters Fantasy Podcast, brought to you by MastersFantasyFootballLeagues.com. My name's Jonathan. Joining me today, we got the Doc, Dynasty Owl. What's up, guys? How you doing?
Doing great.
Yeah, doing excellent.
Good to hear, man. Final week of the regular season over. Playoffs are here. I just wanted to ask you guys how you did, and also like any tough losses or any, the worst case scenario happened for you in any leagues. Just pass it along. Just want to hear what you guys had to say.
Yeah, I made the playoffs in 5 of my 7 leagues. Pretty happy with it. I was talking to you guys before the show. The only thing I'm upset about is 2 weeks ago I lost to the Commish in a league. I would have had a first round bye. Now I don't, so that hurts. But besides that, I'm just happy to be on the dance floor again.
Yeah, it just makes me feel just a tad bit better, actually. Dynasty Owl.
So I made playoffs in 7 out of 10, 3 number one seeds. So feeling pretty good about that. But honestly, one of my favorite teams, which it would have fell apart because of injuries now, but one of my favorite teams missed the playoffs is the one I mentioned a few weeks ago: McCaffrey, Dalvin, Cup, DJ Moore, and Darren Waller missed the playoffs. Tough year, a lot of injuries, but it's all right. We'll be back next year. Yeah, and that was the one I was trying to trade Cup. And I didn't trade him, just didn't get any offers that thrilled me. I threw a few out there trying to get like Jamar Chase or CeeDee Lamb, but they weren't biting. So, I thought I'll just run it back to that roster next year. And I think that's a contending roster a year from now still.
Yeah, I do too. And I after watching the Monday night game, probably feeling a little bit better about not trading Cooper Kupp.
Yeah,
guy's just amazing, man. So it's crazy to think you didn't make the playoffs in that league. I've seen your roster.
Yeah.
Right before we jump into today's show, I'm going to be doing the Dynasty Waiver Wire for Week 15. I just want to give a shout out. Congratulations to all you guys at home, man, that, grinded it out, made it to the fantasy playoffs. I mean, you're 3/4 of the way there, man, getting in. And then from here, man, anything can happen, whether you got the other guy's roster looks better. I don't care what the situation is, man. You got a shot. That's all you can ask for. I only made it in 4 out of my 9 dynasty teams. Openly, 3-4 of them I tore down early in our total rebuild. So I feel good about it. I'm happy, man. Let's jump into today's show, though. Dynasty Waiver Wire. Kick it over to you guys, whichever you want to go first. It's an important week, whether you made the playoffs, didn't make the playoffs. There's some guys out there, man. Go get them right now. It's next season for half of us, and for half of us, bolstering our roster. It's a good time to go out there and pick some guys up. I'll kick it to you, whichever you want to go first.
Go ahead, Al.
All right, so I'll go first. I think this is a guy who he was drafted in the 3rd round of a lot of rookie drafts last year. But then I think he was dropped mid-season in a lot of leagues because I definitely added him as a free agent in dynasty leagues. But I think a lot of people scooped him up right before last week, and rightfully so, because the Chargers had some COVID issues and injuries at the receiver position. But Josh Palmer, guy, we did rookie spotlights on. The Doc and I liked him a lot coming out of Tennessee. Like I said, last week was kind of the week to pick him up and playing him. Had season high in targets, catches, yards, and a touchdown. I think 7 targets, 5 catches, 70 yards, and a touchdown. About 17 points on the day against the Giants. And really, I think he's a guy in the playoffs. If you're a playoff team, you're probably not going to have to start him. But I mean, depending on what happens, with their wide receiver in the next couple of weeks, I think Keenan Allen came off today. So I don't think you're going to be, I don't think he'll be desperation play worthy in any playoff leagues, but definitely a guy. I think we feel really good about his outlook next year. We know Mike Williams is an impending free agent. And even though Mike Williams started the year looking phenomenal, the fact that he fizzled out, might decentivize the Chargers to lock him up, and they might offer him a lower deal, and then him and his agent might say, we showed out this year, let's hit the open market, see if we can make some money, and then maybe that opens the door for Josh Palmer to be the number 2 to Keenan Allen. And like to add, Keenan Allen is getting up there, about 30 years old, so he's not going to be around forever, but I think he's still in the future for the next few years. But yeah, Josh Palmer, a guy I like a lot.
Yeah, Doc, how you feeling about Josh Palmer?
Yeah, I definitely like Josh Palmer. Al kind of mentioned, he's a guy we talked about quite a bit before the season, liked him and the possibility, to kind of expand his role going forward. I think you saw, a little taste of what he might get if Mike Williams is gone in the future, or, Keenan Allen getting up there. I think either way, it's a good time to get Josh Palmer because you can see the flashes from his connections with Herbert already. So it's just a matter of getting into the lineup at this point for him. And then from there, I think he'll be a really good player.
Yeah, he's a guy that I stashed, last week. A lot of it was because of your guys' Dynasty Rookie Spotlight. I remember the praise you gave him. Three things stuck out to me the most out of what you guys said. And one of them was going to be, Keenan Allen's age, Mike Williams' inconsistency. And I actually think the third thing, I'm not sure if any of you guys actually mentioned,
Herbert.
Justin Herbert, man.
Yeah,
Like,
I didn't even think about putting. Yeah, that's
I'm a
probably
believer,
the best
man.
reason.
Yeah, like I'm a believer. I actually, man, just on a side note, caught myself for a couple minutes today or yesterday. Like, is this dude the best quarterback in the league? Like, potentially, like I had to ask myself, and I kind of shrugged it off. But man, he keeps doing what he's doing. It's not going to be much longer. So, clear path for Palmer to maybe be, a guy that grows with Justin Herbert. I'm a fan of him for sure. I love that take. Dynasty football, I do not think he should, be a free agent throughout the offseason. I don't think you want that to happen. So, good take, man. All right, and that's going to wrap up this edition of today's show. Dynasty Waiver Wire, week 15. As always, thanks so much for watching. If you could, hit the like and subscribe button. Love for you to come be a part of the Masters family. Any last words, guys?
Thanks for listening.